Safety first shouldn't just be a slogan we joke about whenever we're about to do something dumb. Experienced professionals get seriously hurt every day. Your past experience is irrelevant to what may happen tomorrow if your brain forgets, farts, or you fool yourself into thinking it just can't happen to you. Over the last year or so, we've produced a whole series of safety-related videos that are meant to educate new woodworkers and serve as reminders for the more experienced. I'll link to them all below this video so you can check them out. But today we'll talk about what may be the most neglected safety practices, which is really unfortunate since you are very likely to be injured if you do neglect these. I'm referring to protecting your eyes and your ears. Let's begin with the ears. The world is full of power tool users saying, "What was that?" or who have painful tinnitus or ringing in their ears. That's because while you may get away with occasionally making a cut without a push stick, though I wouldn't recommend it, you will not get away with leaving your hearing unprotected. Eventually you will pay the price, and no level of skill or experience will make any difference. To appreciate how important this is, you have to understand how sound can damage your ears. Sound waves vibrate tiny bones in the middle ear, which vibrate tiny hair-like cells in the inner ear. Very loud noises can cause immediate and permanent damage, but even sound waves over 85 decibels can gradually wear those cells and cause them to die. When that happens, signals are no longer transmitted to the brain as effectively, and you experience hearing loss. 85 decibels is where damage begins, which means many common power tools will damage your hearing if you leave yourself unprotected. Some of these are obvious, such as a circular saw or a router. We all know those are loud. But I'll bet you didn't consider a hammer striking a nail or chisel to be hazardous to your hearing. What about the shop vacuum you clean up with? An orbital sander, an electric drill? All of these can be harmful. How harmful depends on the level of noise and the length of exposure. 85 decibels will not cause immediate hearing damage, but it will over time as it wears on those inner ear cells. And I'm not talking about 20, 30, 40 years of time. It happens before you know it. And the risk compounds as the noise increases. For example, 90 decibels may seem like a small jump from 85 decibels, but 90 decibels will damage your hearing in half the time as 85. At 110 decibels, a circular saw can wreak havoc on your hearing. What we do today will affect the quality of our lives tomorrow, so just put on some hearing protection. You don't have to block out all the noise, just reduce it with proper ANSI-rated hearing protection. IsoTunes Bluetooth earbuds, for example, reduce the noise by 27 decibels depending on the model. These 3M ear muffs have a 30 decibel noise reduction rating. Soft disposable foam earplugs, such as these, claim to reduce sound by about 33 decibels. Anything rated at 25 decibels of noise reduction or better will bring down the common power tools to below the safe threshold of 85 decibels, if you use them properly. You can't just pop them on and expect them to work. Earmuffs must cover your ears and create a seal on the side of your head. Foam earplugs or earbuds such as these have to be installed properly as well. You roll them in your fingers and then you pull the top of your ear so you can insert them into the ear canal, where they will expand and fill up the space. If I'm working in the shop for an extended period of time, especially if I'm working alone, I use the IsoTunes because I find that if I'm already listening to music or a podcast, I don't even have to think about protecting my ears when I use a power tool. They're already protected. Is it safe to listen to music in a shop? Well, surgeons listen to music while they work, and they can do way worse than cut off a finger. But if you find music distracting, then you shouldn't do it. If I'm working with other people and I need to carry on a conversation without shouting, which I would have to do with my ears plugs in, or if I just have one quick cut to make, I might instead throw on some earmuffs. We have several sets spread throughout the shop near all the noisy tools, so there's no excuse not to put them on. Now let's talk about our eyes. Mine are pretty important to me. Your eyes are very fragile. It doesn't take much to damage them. A little knot flying off a board at the table saw, the tiny end of a brad nail that you nip off with some pliers, the smallest things can do big damage. Eye surgery can be very painful, and vision loss can be life-changing. Your safety squints are not enough to protect you. You have to put on some safety glasses. And by safety glasses, I don't mean these. These are regular eyeglasses. They're better than nothing, don't get me wrong, especially if they're made from shatterproof material. But they'll only stop debris coming directly from the front. you're still exposed from the sides, top, and bottom. I know someone who had a splinter fly up from the table saw, hit the bill of his cap, and deflect behind his glasses into his eye. Stuff like that does happen. So it's better to wear some sort of safety glasses that wrap around the eyes. I've often used the style that fits over my regular glasses. These protect from all sides, even if I don't have prescription safety glasses beneath them. Close-fitting types, such as what Workshop Pete wears, work well too. In fact, his are prescription safety glasses. There are several websites that produce them for decent prices if you send them a copy of your eyeglass prescription. They can even make them with bifocals or progressive lenses. I don't know which company Pete got his from, so I can't share the site, but if you Google prescription safety glasses, you'll find some options. I like the idea of prescription safety glasses because even someone like me who needs corrective lenses can just leave them on all day and avoid the "it's just one cut" excuse, so I'm probably going to get some myself. Another option is to buy several pairs of inexpensive safety glasses and scatter them around the shop, because just as with hearing protection, if you have to go look for them or walk across the shop to get them, you just aren't going to use them. I'll put some links below this video for hearing protection and safety glasses if you want to check them out. It's not difficult nor expensive to protect your hearing and eyesight, and it is so important. Hopefully this video helps you make it a priority in your shop. Don't forget to check out those other safety videos linked below as well. See you next time. It's just a couple of cuts. Your ears will be fine, right? They will be if you have your IsoTunes Bluetooth earbuds in, because you'd already have your ANSI certified hearing protection on because you're listening to your favorite music and podcasts. And you're supporting a small family business at the same time. Please use the link below this video to learn more and to show them you support what we do as well. Wait, don't go yet. If you're new here, please subscribe and remember to ring the bell. I would really appreciate that. Give us a thumbs up, or better yet, leave us a comment. I always read them. And be sure to check out the latest issue of Stumpy Nubs Woodworking Journal. It's always packed with tips, tricks, and tutorials designed to make you a better woodworker.